joined right now by one parent, Lizette Rosenblatt, a mother whose daughter was, thankfully, able to escape from the school unharmed. Lizette, first of all...
Today, something we're about to experience.
What up? It's your man Splash Jordan. Here today. Actually, no. Let me do that again. Let me get some more energy when I'm doing that. Yo, what up? It's your man Splash Jordan, back with the Verdict Podcast. Sitting across from me, King Rick Mills. And listen, we ain't had no episode for the last 2 weeks, and y'all can't blame me. Y'all cannot blame me.
Oh shit.
Y'all can't blame me for either one of those. I'm sitting here, Krusty Krab, confused face for the last, half a fucking month. Like, yo, what the fuck's going on, man? Like, what's really happening? But, things happen.
What is this?
Right. Yeah, sir, what is this? I don't know. So don't come at me about nothing.
Man. Yeah,
if y'all want to know what happened them last 2 weeks, then, holla at Lit DVD on Instagram. Shit, I don't know, man, but
shit got crazy, man. Shit got a little spooky.
Sometimes it be like that.
And then it was a bit of just a misunderstanding. Shit got spooky, and then shit got tough to hear.
Yeah. Yeah, very fucking tough. Let's jump into it, man. I got a whole list of topics of shit that we could talk about.
Okay.
Take up like a whole hour and a half of somebody's fucking time. We could go in on any one of these things. I'm going to run down a list, and I'm going to let you decide.
Okay.
What we hash out, and then we're going to keep it moving from there, okay?
I could dig it.
All right, but before we do that, man, why don't you tell them what's going on at Cash Out?
Man, Cash Out, we still got the tournaments going on every Thursday and Saturday from 8:30 to 9:30. Come get your drink on. We got wine. Come enter into this drawing that we got going on. November 3rd, you can win $1,500 cashing out at $200, man. Come on down to Cash Out, man, and win that $1,500.
Right. Also, man, if you're an unsigned artist and you're looking to get a deal, man, if you're trying to, break through, cut through the noise, check them boys out at NARD, needarecorddeal.com. Sign up, get professionally evaluated by Verified A&R, get some feedback, get an action plan, get some help and support. If you are trying to get signed, if you're trying to get your music in the hands of over 2,000 record labels, then, you really need to ask yourself, why are you not already signed up and dealing with them? But needarecorddeal.com, check them out. Before we move forward and we actually start, so a couple of pieces of news. Shout out to Odie. She won tickets to see Chris Brown.
Okay, yeah.
She loved it. She had a good time. Just to let you guys know, next concert will be Wiz Khalifa, August 4th. Same place, Wiz Khalifa. So if that's something you're trying to win, and I heard a lot of people were already telling me like, yo, how can I get these Wiz tickets? So
listen up.
I know a lot of people want to go. Wiz is going to be there. Ray Sremmurd is going to be there.
Hey.
Lil Skies is going to be there.
Hey.
I don't even know who that is, but
me neither. But
apparently, yeah, people know who that is. So anyway, man, if you're trying to get those Wiz tickets, you already know what to do. But if you don't, all you got to do is listen to the show.
Yep.
Watch out for that Wiz Khalifa concert post. And then as soon as it goes up, you need to tag everybody we talk about. The celebrities, the non-celebrities, the people, whatever. The more the better. Wiz Khalifa, August 4th or August 2nd. It's one of the two. I don't know for sure.
What was Shorty's name again, that one?
Her name is Odie. O-D.
Shout out to Odie for fucking with the Verdict Podcast.
Yeah, she's a longtime friend of the show, fan of the show. She's actually been a guest of the show before.
Dope.
So I was, real happy to put those tickets in her hands. Somebody who I know supports the show.
OD to OG.
And somebody who, is a fan of Chris Brown. And that's a dancing ass nigga. He put on a show.
I heard he really gave Raleigh a good show. It wasn't no half-ass shit.
It was pretty good. And then, he brought royalty out at the end.
I saw that.
That was pretty wild. So, shout out to, Chris Brown. Shout out to Odie. Wiz Khalifa coming up. Now,
hey.
That's going to be like the August show. Now, in September, we're going to keep the same theme going with basically like a show a month. Mm-hmm. So, September, we got G-Eazy, Ty Dolla $ign, Lil Uzi Vert,
I'm in there.
And another person, but we got a special contest too, though, in September.
Okay, what's
You're going to
that?
have to do a little more work. I haven't decided what you're going to do.
Work.
The winner will basically be the recipient of 2 Dreamville Festival tickets. So
Hey.
this little bit of work that y'all been doing so far is nowhere near enough to, justify giving you 2 free tickets to see J. Cole and the whole Dreamville roster, plus Young Thug, plus I would assume either Jay-Z or Kendrick Lamar, but probably both. I would assume one or both of those people will be there because they fuck with J. Cole. They're like his homies.
That's lit as fuck.
So y'all gonna have to do a little bit more work, but we'll talk about that when the time comes. For now, we fucking with Wiz Khalifa, August 4th.
Rolling Papers 2.
Did you listen to that?
Yeah, I wasn't really.
I'll hold on to that other information. What I told you.
Okay, yeah.
I'll hold on to that
Okay,
until
okay.
I see for sure.
All right.
Because
Sounds good.
you know how niggas like to talk.
I dig that. I definitely dig that.
All right, so this is how we're going to do this thing, man. I don't know if you heard about, do you fuck with Twitter at all?
Slightly.
Okay, so Chance the Rapper, he was on Twitter, and a lot of times he says a bunch of dumb shit. Like, for instance, he said that he thinks Fortnite should be paying to license the dance moves, the emotes that the characters use when they're dancing. Like, they got a dance move called Swipe, which is actually the Millie Rock. And so he's like, if only they paid black creators and da-da-da-da-da, which I was, yeah. So that's one thing that we could talk about.
Sir, what is this?
Right. Sacha Baron Cohen, he's got a new show.
Okay.
The guy who did Bruno and he did that other shit. Borat. Yeah. He's got a new show, Who is America? Man, I don't know if you saw the clip. I think the first episode is out, but I saw a clip of him. He's dressed up as like a super conservative and he's lobbying Republicans to kind of support a bill to get guns in the hands of kindergartners and 3-year-olds and 4-year-olds. And they're actually going along with it. And then there's supposed to be a Sarah Palin interview where she didn't know that she was getting punked, where he was asking her all this stupid ass shit, right? Trump Putin happened. I don't know if you want to,
Man.
the whole feminism Me Too thing, and that like little pigtail haired young lady, she's like the most gassed up bitch on the internet right now.
We are all sluts. You're a slut. All these dudes behind you are sluts. Your cameraman's a slut. Your PA's a slut.
The most gassed. So that happened. Charlamagne the God, I know you saw that his rape accusations came, are resurfacing.
Hell nah.
Okay, so that was a thing. And then Snoop Dogg, Mr. He need a black woman in his life. He tried to come for Kanye West. And I love seeing, I'll just leave it at that. So Snoop Dogg, basically one of his hoes is putting them out there. Like, she had receipts. She got video, all types of shit. And then there was Elon Musk and Papa John's. And Papa John's basically had the whole nigga moment. And then Elon Musk, he got into it with the rescuers of them boys. Which of those things you want to get on?
Let's talk about Chance the Rapper.
We're going to do one.
Only one?
We're going to do one. We're going to keep it to one.
Fuck, that's tough.
Right? It's a lot. There's a lot to digest right there, right? It's a whole lot to digest.
Well, damn, man. Let's talk about Charlamagne.
Okay. I figured that would be the one you want to talk about because it kind of grabbed your attention. But I love to drag this nigga Leonard whenever I get a chance. So I'm perfectly happy talking about that. So basically, I don't know if this is why he went to prison, but he spent some time in prison, right? Not a long time, but a little bit of time.
Yeah.
Like more than a year, but I think less than 3 years.
Okay.
I don't think it was because, actually, no, I think he did that because of gun possession or something like that. Because I know he did an interview with academics and he was talking about his past. He was just giving academics some game and he was like, I had me a situation come up and it was a rape charge, but I beat it, X, Y, and Z. And he was telling academics, his side of the story about how, he was on the radio station in South Carolina. People knew him. He threw parties. He got some chicks to come. One of the chicks got drunk.
Okay.
And the next morning was claiming that somebody had raped her. And so he said that he went down, one of his family members was arrested and charged for it. So he went down to the courthouse to basically clear the situation up and give, what exactly happened. Okay. And then they arrested him too, because his words were, I take full responsibility, not knowing that, what the situation was. He was basically saying I take full responsibility for people getting drunk and for a situation happening, but not saying it's me personally who did it. However, he did, and academics was like, how'd you beat that? And he was like, well, I never touched the girl. I didn't touch her. And, they did DNA tests and, they found out that, that it confirmed what I was saying, So we're like, okay, cool, whatever. However, Leonard, he has his own podcast with Andrew Schultz called Brilliant Idiots. I don't want to say he was bragging about, sexually assaulting the young lady, but he definitely did say that he gave her alcohol. He got her very drunk. He smashed, even though when he talked to academics, he said he never touched a girl.
Wow.
Right, but he's giving another story to his homie now, and he's saying, I smashed and she was drunk. His family members were trying to come in the room. He said that his homies were trying to come in and smash too, and he was like, he just left, and he don't, basically he said some other stupid shit, but he gave two different versions of the same story.
Doggy, how stupid, were you drunk?
But he gave two different versions recording, there's a recording of him giving two different versions. And so now the young lady
for the same
occurrence.
Okay. Yeah.
These probably happened, way far apart. Mm-hmm. But the young lady who probably is tired of seeing this nigga getting, accolades and, opportunities, she's back like, nah, I want this reopened and this is what happened and I want this nigga to pay. So we don't know what's going on with that.
Damn.
But I will say that,
brilliant fucking idiot. What a fucking coincidence. You fucking idiot.
Right. You're on the cusp of the money and now here it comes,
For what? Like, you out of your own fucking mouth telling this fucking story. Brilliant idiot. Yeah. How fitting.
Right.
Sir.
So we don't know how far that's going to go. You know what I mean? Like, is HBO really trying to,
What was he on? Drink Champs? He was drunk. I'm feeling myself.
Right. Right. All I'm going to say is, man, when you out here and you pointing fingers, you got to be be weary about the fingers pointing back. And I know that because I be out here pointing fingers, knowing full well I don't supposed to be out here pointing fingers like that.
I could dig that.
So when you out here pointing fingers, you got to be prepared for that. Had he gone on about his business and he was humble and he did X, Y, and Z, who's to say what could have happened? But because he's been an asshole his whole career, this young lady's going to try to hold you back now.
Damn, see the peon.
We'll see what's going on with that. But yeah, man, that was your one spin. We got to leave the rest of that stuff on the table.
Damn, man. We got a little bit more time. Nah, fuck it. We're going to stick to the script, man. We're going to do like we said we was going to do when we was going to do it, how we doing it.
Right. So, we'll see how this plays out.
Okay, yeah.
And we'll adjust accordingly. But, I want to cut out a lot of that fluff. No victim of the week either. Because, see, normally I would press it much harder because we'd have a victim of the week. And I had a victim. I don't recall what situation I wanted to go with. There's nothing that I can think of. I'm sure if I went through my notes and my timeline, I could probably come up with one, but I'm not going to. So we'll move on to rappers who went to jail.
Dun, dun,
dun.
dun.
And we've been gone a while, so there's plenty of rappers we could talk about who went to jail, like Jim Jones or Chris Brown, but I think that they're pretty much out, and those situations are old news.
Capo.
I know Stormy Daniels isn't a rapper. That was a wild situation. Her getting arrested. Charges were dropped, actually. So it was some old bullshit. Like, I don't really know. The whole presidency and the Trump shit, man, is like really the biggest soap opera I've ever seen in my life.
Shit's crazy, right?
It really is. And it's to the point where it's like, damn, I'm really tired of hearing about this nigga every day. Like, every single day I'm getting on the timeline. How can I avoid, people who like or dislike this nigga? I don't give a fuck, man.
Fortnite swipe.
Right. So, shout out to her. I think she's home. Tekashi 6ix9ine. He was in jail for squeezing the officer's hand too hard. Yeah, he's out.
Nah, as of when?
That nigga was posting videos and shit now. He said,
When?
I just seen a video of him like a day or two ago.
They was holding that nigga with no bond because he's a flight risk.
Oh, all that shit was taken care of. Yeah, that nigga home. He back home in New York.
Treyway, I ain't seen no videos yet.
Right.
Treyway.
He got a new chain, My Little Pony chain with real human hair.
Tekashi for president.
You remember how much I hated that nigga? Like
I do. Ooh.
In the episode, in one of those lost episodes, Frank Jones did say that Tekashi was gonna, post XXX being shot, you're gonna see a new Tekashi, and that's what I've been seeing. It's still the trolling and shit, but it's way more non-aggressive. You know what I mean? Like, it's within the limits. Mm-hmm. So now nobody should be. I mean, I don't know how people felt about things that he's done in the past, but he's now taking it to a point where it's like, okay, nobody's looking to shoot me.
Like
now.
He's commercializing his fucking troll.
Right.
Shout out to Frank Jones. He definitely called that.
He called it, and I'm glad that he was right, because now when I see him, I'm like, okay, bro's actually kind of like,
he's acceptable now.
Yeah, he's acceptable, and he knows what he's doing. So it's like, okay, before you must have had not cared, or maybe you felt some type of way or whatever, but in light of people dying, you're like, you know what? It's not even worth it. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, nobody, I don't think anybody's going, maybe if you try him or whatever, but it's like, okay, in my eyes, if I don't have no reason to I'm going to treat you the way you acting, basically. And so now when I see him, I'm like, okay, he doing this trolling, but it's funny. It's way less aggressive. And, I'm actually rocking with dudes. So,
shout out to Tekashi.
Yeah, shout out to him for calming down.
Yeah.
What a fucking surprise, man.
Pipe down.
What a surprise that he, in the grand scheme of things, he decided to tone it down.
I think he had to, though.
Right.
Even if the XXX situation didn't happen,
it would have been him. It would have been him.
And exactly what I was about to say was, like, even the Jay Prince situation down in when he was getting questioned about that, you heard in his responses how he was just like, I'm not going out on stage when, he's announcing every act and then I'm supposed to come and we got problems. Like, I'm calling the venue, like, you can't guarantee my safety. So I'm like, damn, Tekashi 6ix9ine worried about his safety. Like, I was noticing then, like, he's noticing this shit is real.
Right. So shout out to him, man. Tommy from Love and Hip Hop. I think she's rap enough to be mentioned in this segment.
I could dig it.
So she went to jail. I think she's home too, though.
Okay.
Because she posted like some bikini pictures with a fucking ankle bracelet on.
Yeah, come home.
YG, he just went to jail. I saw. He had something to do with a casino robbery. I probably should have investigated that one a little more because it sounds like there's some meat and potatoes there. But let's just say that YG's in jail.
That's some gangster shit. Not. It's some stupid shit, but I'm just saying, like, right, like YG. Like,
yeah, how are you?
400?
Maybe if we had the facts, maybe we would know the answers to these questions. But for right now, we're just going to use the Nick Young confused face. Like, YG, what's going on, man? I think you're rich as fuck.
My mama ain't raised no hoe.
Oh, and this is about a rapper not going to jail. Actually, a rapper getting out of jail and early at that. And that's Kodak Black. So he should be home. He was supposed to come home in September. But now they're saying it's going to look like sometime in August.
Nah, you know what happened? He's cloned.
You think so?
Come on, man. They ain't letting no black nigga out. He's cloned. You're going to have to see a whole nother
Oh, it's a whole different one. This nigga changed his name to Bill.
See? Bill Black.
Yeah. This nigga's name is Bill Withers or some shit like that. I don't fucking know. I know his name is Bill, though. I was like, the nigga went through the proceedings to change his name.
Nah, seriously?
Seriously. Like, I think he's still going to be Kodak Black.
Clone.
But I'm talking about his name was like Octavius or some shit. His name is now Bill. And I forget his last. It's some regular ass shit. I'm like, bro, you could have had anything.
It's not him.
Oh, I don't know. You are driving.
Look, it's not him. Watch. What's today? Frank Zone's called the last one. I called this one.
You calling this one. So the Kodak clone is coming.
He's coming.
Okay, all right. So
rolling in peace.
Hopefully he's still making that good ass music.
Right. 4
indictments in the XXX case. A month later, I think they caught everybody who they believe was involved. 2 gunmen and 2 assailants or accomplices. two gunmen plus 2 accomplices, all over like $10,000 in a Louis bag. I don't know, man. I hope they're satisfied. Maybe they're satisfied now. Maybe now they're satisfied.
Damn, man. And shit, that's some, I don't know, that's probably some hood shit, you know what I'm saying? Sound like some hood. It's just fucked up, you know what I'm saying? Anybody lose their life, man. But if justice was served, you know.
Okay, so that's all we got for rappers who went to jail this week. Now, typically, this would be the segment where we do, and it still is, where we're going to do two truths and a con.
But
we're going to do it with a twist this week, with a little twist. Now, normally, I'm the one who comes up with the cases, and I try to stump King Rick. But
Kinglish,
this week, we're going to flip it around, and you're going to try to stump me. Emphasis on try.
I'm going to stump you.
Okay.
That's what he meant to say.
All right, bet. So, when you're ready, man.
All right. It's your boy Rick Mills, the producer. Lit DVD. It's my turn. Okay, let's go. Let's get into this. Okay, so first situation. June 2nd, 2018, in Denver, Colorado, 29-year-old Michael Hancock was arrested for shooting and killing his passenger, 45-year-old Yim Ken, while Ubering. Michael Hancock claims self-defense. Police say over 10 shots were fired. Michael says he was attacked by Yen. Michael has not yet spoken to police without an attorney, and he's not yet entered a plea as he is being charged with first-degree murder. Police say Hancock shot Kim multiple times after getting into some kind of altercation inside the vehicle. According to a statement of probable cause provided by Denver police, the driver told a witness that Kim tried to attack Hancock and the driver shot him. Witnesses called 911 and passed the phone to Hancock, who identified himself. The report said. When officers arrived on the scene, they found Kim lying on the floorboard, front passenger seat. They attempted CPR to no avail. He was pronounced dead at the hospital.
Okay, so the Uber driver shot somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. So what's case 2?
Case number 2, an Uber Eats driver accused of fatally shooting a customer outside of his Atlanta home after an argument turned himself in Monday afternoon. Robert Bivens, 36, was delivering food to 30-year-old Ryan Thornton. Ryan Thornton's home in the city's Buckhead neighborhood Saturday night when the two men started exchanging words. The driver fired several shots before fleeing the scene in a white Volkswagen. Thornton was taken to a local hospital where he died. Authorities didn't say what the men said to each other. Situation number 2.
Uber Eats
Killed
the guy?
Delivering food.
Okay, all right.
Situation number 3. Right here in Raleigh, North Carolina. You may or may not know this individual. You may or may not have seen this individual tonight. Would only disclose his first name, Kelvin. He also drives Uber. He was charged last year with a simple assault after putting his hands around a passenger's neck for throwing up in the back seat using derogatory terms and refusing to clean up his own mess. And that's the 3 situations.
Kelvin?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You may or may not have seen this individual tonight.
The second one is fake.
So
the Uber Eats.
Okay. Is that your final answer?
That's my final.
Stump this nigga. I told you.
Which one was fake?
Kelvin.
I knew Kelvin was fake because none of that shit made any fucking sense. None of that shit made any sense.
I mean, he just choked the nigga for throwing up in his, his ride.
I thought for sure, I was like, yo, that's so fucking nonsensical.
He's from Jersey. He was just talking to him tonight.
I thought his name was Neil.
Nah, that dude's name is Kelvin. Mm-hmm.
Damn, if I had known what his name was, then I would have known.
You would have picked that one?
I would have known that one.
Fuck out of here.
I would have known that one.
Fuck out of here. Stump this nigga. Got him.
Anyway, man, I let him get that one, man, because I was getting so far fucking ahead. But
touche. I stumped this nigga.
All right. So, shit, man. Yeah, I say so, man. I think that was pretty good. Yeah. So
Preach.
you know,
Thank you for the opportunity. You got me. Got me on my. Had to put my thinking cap on. It's not as easy as it seems. So I tip my hats off to you as well.
right? There's a you gotta you got. There's a science to
And
it.
I was for sure, to be completely honest, I was for sure you were gonna get it right because of just what does have to go into it for that con.
Right. So that's why I was like, okay, that third one is just. I'm like, duh, that one sounds like the fake one, but it sounds like you're trying to throw me off with that one. Like, of course, that
Definitely
one.
was trying to throw you off.
Right,
To
so-
see if you like Kelvin. That was the fact. You didn't know his name. But,
Right, I didn't know his name. If I had known his name, that would have been a huge factor in it, man. But all right, so before we get out of here, man, tell the people where they can find you on social media shit.
Hit me up at LitDVD, LITDVD, or Kinglish of the Day, regular spelling Kinglish, for a little bit of motivation, positive energy, and all that.
All right, and if you're fucking with me, you can holler at me on Twitter and Instagram at House of Splash. Be forewarned that I don't know, man. Twitter is just like it's a wild space over there. So like I don't know what you're looking for if you're following me.
No church in the wild.
But it's entertaining, man. I tweet entertaining things. I'm probably more active on Twitter than I am on Instagram, but you can fuck with me on both at House of Splash, Snapchat Splash Jordan. And you can listen to my other shows, Socially Acceptable, and Friends 360, Cardinal Lane, all types of shit, man. If you go to my website and see, I do a couple weekly blog posts. I'm lying. But on my website, thehousesplash.com. So go there. You can check out all my content. You can look at my Twitter, my Instagram, my shows, pictures of me, fucking words that I wrote, all types of things, man. So hit that shit up, man. Also, fuck with Nard, needarecorddeal.com. If you're an unsigned artist and you're trying to, you need that push, you need that help, you need that support, sign up, create you a free profile, and see what them boys got to do for you, man. See what they got to say to you, man. What's going on with Cash Out?
Make sure you come to Cash Out, 5540 Atlantic Springs, the nicest sweepstakes in Raleigh, North Carolina. The tables is hitting. We got a new contest going. Come get into this drawing. $1,500 November 3rd. Come cash out at Cash Out.
All right, we out of here.
Peace.